Oh, that would be, dude. I remember playing on my. I had that. I played the F1 games a
F1
lot.
2013?
Yeah, 2013, I think. Yeah, 2013.
2013.
Yeah, I had that game.
Okay.
The last of the V8 engines, right, at that
Uh-huh.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and India track. I
Uh-huh.
hated that track, dude. I hated that track
Okay.
because you've got two straight lines
Yeah.
and then two hard brakings. And then it's so weird because I play with all I know I don't play with all the controls helping me.
Okay.
I have to make my own decisions on everything,
Okay.
on traction, on differentials,
Okay.
on brakings, and
Okay.
all of those things I set up as per how I want the car to perform.
Okay.
And India track always fucks me on that. It's like I never understood the track.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, what were you struggling with? Like, what's the issue?
I mean, braking stuff, when you're just too close and then you need to brake inside line when you turn in, your exit's not that good. And there's a second exit. Remember the first straight line, and then
Yeah.
there's a second straight line exit where you have the turn.
Yeah, the right turn.
Yeah, the left turn, I think.
Left.
When you go first, start off
First
right,
straight, and then it's like a right, and
Right.
then it's like a left turn.
and then you have another
the
right.
main straight.
Yeah,
the
another
back
right.
Straight, yeah.
And then you have another a
Yeah.
chicane kind of thing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
left and left, and then,
and
a
then
right.
you have the
Yeah.
wrong. That part I never got it right. I'll always lose positions. Although it's a game, I'll just keep
Yeah.
restarting that thing. I was like, no, I'm not losing 5 positions. I slaved my ass to get in the top 4 in qualifications. I'm restarting the race again.
Okay.
That's as experience as my F1 goes. But then,
Okay.
how was that for you in real?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, once you get it right, it's just so satisfying. You just go in there, lift off, let the car turn. You do
Yeah.
brake, because
Yeah.
our cars are heavy. You brake it, and then you just coast. It just naturally pushes you like out wide, and then
Yeah.
like you just come back in, lift off, point the car in, and then just
That's it.
put the damn thing in there.
Damn.
You're doing like about 160, 180 k.
In that turn.
Not in that.
Okay.
Before that, just
Okay.
before that, 180.
Yeah.
You brake, downshift. You'll be at like 130 something.
Mm.
You just take it like 130, 120, and then you just have to like just tap on the brake again. Just slow down a little bit more for the next left-hander,
Yeah.
and then just put it through there, and it'll be off. And it's just
That's
so
it.
satisfying, yeah.
Oh.
And for the Formula cars, it's just a lift off, and they'll be taking it in like 140 through the corner, I guess.
Oh yeah.
That's
They
so
do that
satisfying.
pretty.
Yeah.
They do that pretty.
It's just I don't know, man. I used to hate the track as well. I'll be like, well, it's an Indian track and it's never been used, and But
Mm.
then the first time I went there, you could still see Sebastian Vettel, Hamilton. Everything is just still there.
It's still there, huh?
The paddock. I think Kimi Räikkönen was there. That's
Mhm.
where our VW paddock was. When we went for the racing event,
Okay.
and it was just like so nostalgic and like it's just so special. I mean, everybody has to drive. I mean, it's no joke. Like it's the second fastest track in the world.
Oh, is it?
Second fastest.
Oh, I didn't
Formula
know
One track.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
No.
neither did I. But it is. After Monza, Monza, right?
Yeah,
Monza's
Monza's
the
a
fastest.
crazy
and-
track, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, and this one's the second fastest. So that's just crazy. The main straight. The back straight.
Is F1 ever coming back to India?
Not really sure. I mean, you know how it is, right? It's in Delhi, and
Yeah.
the port is in Bengal, the Kolkata
Mm-hmm.
port.
Yeah, but
The logistics.
logistics. Some of them they drive through. Some of them they just like fly through. I think
Yeah.
was that an issue with the whole tax thing?
Yeah, it's the tax thing. I mean,
Yeah.
how it works in the other continents is like you bring a car, you take it out, no tax. But here,
Yeah.
for bringing it in, tax, taking it out, another tax,
Yeah.
and that's just it's already pretty expensive. And when you put so much tax on it, it's just not profitable.
They should really reconsider that, because I think keeping F1 in India. If
Uh-huh.
you kept F1,
Yeah.
if this year was F1, last year was F1, and a couple another, you get loads in one of those 5-6 years.
Huh?
You lock down a contract and you do this. Motorsport in India will
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
increase in a different level, and then you'll have a lot of people driving different sort of cars here
True.
and much better cars. Government will be forced to work on the roads because they
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
provide better roads for these cars. I think most of the politicians sitting on the top just decided it's too much work.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, you can't just blame on one set of people.
I mean, it's a group of set of people.
If you've been to, have you been to BSE before? No.
Which the
No.
Noida track?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
It's just, I don't know. Do you follow Lewis Hamilton on Instagram and stuff? Do
I
you
do,
know the whole
I do.
issue about how he said, India's poor, all that? Do you know about
No,
that?
I didn't know about that. No.
What he did was, India is so poor and it needs so much, to be done rather than a racetrack which is never used again, something like that. And people just were like, dude, we do need a track, and they were like fighting against Hamilton. But what he said, I don't completely agree, but then it's true, as you go to the racetrack, there's just like poverty all around it, and then there's this big facility in the middle of nowhere.
That's kind of like, it is depressing when you go to a.
But I mean, if you think about it, just because it's there, the other surroundings will grow just because it's there. That's
exactly.
also there. So there's always two sides to the story.
If you keep this, there's gonna be the people who live around it will. They'll have a lot of tourists coming in, so they'll try to do something. It's always any sport is never bad for any country.
Sure.
It will just increase your economy.
Yeah.
That is true. Look at Qatar.
Uh-huh.
Although they use Indians and Bangladeshis and Sri Lankans and Pakistanis for building their stadiums, and I hope India goes there. Are they going there? Are they? I don't know. I think qualifiers are going to start off.
Anything motorsport, I'm your guy. But anything besides
I think they'll go. I hope they go there. I hope Indian team goes there. That's their aim, though. AFC they did good, in UAE tournament, but I hope they go there. But their economy right now is so much better. There's so much, like, people won't believe this is still, man, UAE still does better. No, it doesn't. Qatar, everyone's going to Qatar right now because World Cup's there. It's 2022, this is 2020 already. 2 more years to go. They'll make, people who know how to make money will make money there. Then you've got the World Cup, and then you'll still earn money in 1 or 2 years after that, and then you move on to a different place. Like Russia benefited out of the World Cup, like how